Hey, my name's Amir, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an updated tanning tips and tricks video. So yeah, let's get into me showing you my tips and tricks to get a flawless tan. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and let's jump into the video. Okay, so step one is if you already have on fake tan. Oh my goodness, I'm so white, I'm like blending into the background. Step one, if you've already got fake tan on, give it a good scrub. This is the Model Co exfoliating bar soap thing. It just looks like a bar of soap, but it's got little granules in it, and something about the formula just makes it come off so well. I've tried the like mousses that you put on that help take your tan off, and they just kind of irritate my skin. This one is so good. Just don't scrub too hard. Make sure all of your old fake tan is off. Now this is a little bit of a weird one that I've started doing. I kind of came across it by accident. So I use some Coochie soap over my body, just with some exfoliating gloves, just lightly. So this just helps balance the pH of your skin. So I do spray tanning, and a lot of brands have come out with like a pH balancer that you spray on before you spray on the fake tan. And I know for a fact that sometimes I will use the exact same tan and it will come out differently. Now that's because it doesn't come out as nice if I've been sick or something like that. It's just because it reacts with the pH of your skin. So if your pH is a bit off, the tan isn't going to come out the same or as nicely. So something like this, you know, just makes it go a little bit more even and just kind of balance out the pH. Next step, when you're out of the shower, skip your deodorant. I don't always do this. And when I actually wear deodorant, once I wash off my tan in the shower, my armpits are stained green. And even if I didn't wear deodorant, sometimes my armpits go green anyway. A little bit weird. I think it's just from the heat and the pH and everything, because obviously your arms are closed, you're hot, you might sweat a little bit. It's completely normal. But I found out something really amazing that actually helps get rid of that green tinge to your armpits. As I said, we're talking about pH, so I took an educated guess and I used my Femfresh. So I was there with my normal body wash, like trying to scrub my armpits, and they were just so green. So I used some of the Femfresh under my armpits, and it just neutralized the green and it was gone, and my armpits were a normal color again. So if that happens to you, give it a go. I'm not saying it has to be Femfresh. This is just the one that I use, Sensitive Wash, for my sensitive bits. Next up, I always moisturize my face. So I use the Bangin Body Moisturizer. See, mine's nearly all run out. This is a new tube that I've got sitting here that I thought I'd just show you the new tube. So I use this just on my face because my skin, like the tan kind of grabs a bit more on my face, and I just don't want it to grab as much, and I want to give it a bit of time to absorb while I prep the rest of my body. Now, I feel like most people by now probably know this, but if you're new to tanning, maybe not. You just take your body moisturizer. This is the Tribe Brute Tingle Body Moisturizer. You can use any body moisturizer. Sometimes I'll just use whatever's cheap and laying around, and just take a little bit of that, and I pop it on my elbows, like so. Elbows, on the knees, and also on my ankles, can't reach, and my feet. I also always rub the excess in my wrist area, over my hands, and here I always go a little bit dark, so just put a bit on the front of my armpit area as well. Now today I'm trying a new tan, so keep an eye out for a different video on this one. This is Naked Tan Violet 6% DHA, Bronzing Mousse Ultra Dark Tan, and I believe it is a 2-hour tan. I'll read it properly before I put it on, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Now, I always use a tanning mitt. It's just an essential, and a lot of people ask, how do you reach your back? So we see this tattoo? This is the hard to reach area, so honestly, I just kind of apply the mousse to the edge of the tan, but you can contort and get into weird positions to get that as well. But as I said, I'm doing a review on this, so I'm going to be applying it, doing a review and a wear test that will be out soon, so make sure you're subscribed so that you can see that when it's up. And let me know if you want to see more tanning reviews and wear tests. I did a few wear tests and I just found them such a good way to actually see how I like the tan, because a lot of the time I put on a fake tan and I just don't really pay that much attention to it just because I tan like every week. So yeah, I want to start doing more tanning reviews and wear tests, because some tans are beautiful and then they just don't look good after a few days, and other tans look amazing and just fade out to that point where you don't look patchy. Like, it's definitely faded and maybe like a smidge patchy, but not like, oh my goodness, I need to get in the shower and exfoliate ASAP. Now, once my tan is on, I take a little bit more moisturizer, and all the areas that I applied the moisturizer to before my tan, I put a little bit on again. This kind of dilutes the tan out a little bit, and as you can see, I haven't tanned my face yet. I tan my face last just because I have to bend over and I don't want to get creases in my body and stuff, because I'm going to set my tan in a sec. So I rub it over my hands first and into my wrists a little bit. The excess goes on all of these spots. Ever since I started doing this, I've noticed a huge difference. Now, I always set my tan, so these are from Glow Dry. You can use any powder, but this one I find works really well, and the brush is just amazing, such a perfect size. They collabed with me ages ago and I've repurchased this for myself like a bajillion times. They've got these big refill sachets and stuff. So I use a little bit of this, kind of dust it all over, and especially in any problem areas. So just tap it in, tap off the excess in the lid. I always start with my neck because I get really bad neck creases. Do in the armpits, these little arm joints. In here, I do under the boobs. I'll do that off camera so I can take my top off for that. You want to do under the bum, where we get the little smile lines, and also I pee like every hour, so I don't like my fake tan coming off on the toilet seat. Behind the knees, around the ankles, just everywhere. Concentrate on any areas that crease, like the inside of joints and stuff. Now, when it comes to tanning the face, I always use a brush, any kind of kabuki brush or fluffy brush or whatever, that will do the trick. And I usually dispense some onto my mitt. I'm not going to use it all because it's a mousse. As soon as I start tapping into it, it kind of disappears. Stipple it on the face and then buff it in. Don't forget the ears and the jawline. I don't take any extra powder, just whatever's on the brush, and just kind of tap my face. You don't have to do this, but I'm in the habit of doing this because I usually tan during the day and we have to wear face masks. And I only leave the house for like 5 minutes, but I don't want my tan coming off on a face mask. So the general rule of thumb has always been wear something loose and flowy with your new tan while it's developing. I disagree. I usually wear, see, it's just like a singlet top. What is it? Not a singlet top. It's got long sleeves. It's like fitted. And I've got, hold on, just some like trackies, not like baggy ones, but they don't like go tight at the bottom or anything, and they go around here, so that's why I always tuck my top in so I don't get any lines around my belly. Now, even though I've set myself with powder, I'm not really going to transfer on anything, but it just kind of stops overdevelopment in those joint areas by there being something on you. And if I wear socks, I always tuck my pants into my socks at the bottom and try and use like some looser socks or something. I just don't want, you know, tight lines around anywhere. And yeah, even though these pants are like tight around my belly, I never have any problems because I always tuck my top in. Now, when it comes time to wash your tan off, just because you've used a 2-hour tan doesn't mean that you'll be tan in 2 hours. Yes, the tan may get darker. When you wash it off, I find it still takes a while for the actual color to develop. The 2 hours is more of a guide as to when you can shower. Same goes for like 8-hour tans. I find that all tans in general kind of keep developing up to 24 hours. So for that reason, when you have your first shower after your tan, I recommend just like a nice little rinse. Again, something like the Femfresh is what I usually use for that first kind of rinse, just to kind of get all of the bronzer off and everything. It's very, very mildly scented, so it gives like a little bit of a nice smell as well, but I don't mind the smell of fake tan. I have seen people recommending to use a soap like this all of the time to maintain your tan, but I don't usually bother that much. I use this just for my lady bits and just for prepping and getting rid of my fake tan. Now, a lot of people have heard moisturize, 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 but hold up with the moisturizing. As I said, your tan takes like a full 24 hours to really develop. And I noticed this because I used to tan the night before work, and then I'd get up in the morning, shower, do my makeup, it matched perfectly, and by the end of the day my face would be too light, and that's because the tan deepens a little bit, but also the undertone generally kind of changes a bit. So this is why I always recommend, say you've got an event on a Saturday, do your tan on the Thursday. I always like to do my tan 2 days before my event, not 1 day before my event, just because I find that the tan looks the best, not the day after, but 2 days after. For that reason, don't moisturize after your first shower. Leave it until like 24 hours or so. So say for example, you tan before bed, you shower in the morning, don't moisturize until either that night or the next morning, just as a general rule of thumb. And then moisturize after you shower. Hopefully you shower every day. If you don't, still moisturize every day. I know some people don't shower every day because of like skin conditions and stuff, so I'm not like trying to shame anyone. I like to shower once or twice a day generally, so I usually would just moisturize after every single shower. Anyway guys, that is all for today's video. I thought I may as well show you my updated tips and tricks and stuff for getting that perfect fake tan, because I just love fake tanning. Sometimes I screw it up. You may see sometimes I, get weird tan hands or something like that. Nobody's perfect, but with practice, you can become a tan master. But even tan masters still screw up sometimes. So these are my little tips and tricks. Hopefully they help you out. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what I taught you, because I love teaching you guys things, but I also love when you guys teach me things. So if you guys have any tips or tricks that maybe I left out, I can do another video like trying your tips and tricks. So let me know down below. And yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. As I said, I was reviewing that tan as well, or like I will be reviewing that tan as I see how it looks and everything. So keep an eye out for that video. If there's any tan brands that you want me to try out for you, let me know. Would love to accommodate. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.